in, chat. How are we doing today? Dadu, I wasn't running the bot, but I am now. So if you type it again, you should get it. How's everybody doing, chat? I hope we're doing good. I hope we're having a good Saturday afternoon. We are back with the Esports World Cup quals, as we always are. And today we're live 1 hour early because we're going to be covering the Brazil quals. And then, depending on how the Brazil quals go, we might do the NA quals as well. I'm so confused as to like what the schedule is. But I know there's a Brazil stream going on right now. I don't think there's any English casts. They were showing the schedule. Hold up. So, I'm looking at this right now. It looks like we got Fluxo versus FaZe right now. And then Black Dragons W7M is happening after. I didn't realize they were doing both. I thought both were happening at the same time. So we may not get to watch all of it because I can't stick around that long today. But I'll host. We'll at least watch the start of it. The NA Open quals are still going on today as well. NA Open quals are going on today as well, but they we're starting to get to the point where we're starting to get to the point where there are no streams. I believe only Nyx is streaming today. So it's getting kind of difficult to watch NA quals. The stream is EWC_PT. Esports World Cup _Portuguese. EWC_PT. I'll link it. There you are. As far as I know, there's no English stream. Which is crazy to me that they're not broadcasting the Brazilian quals in English. But hey, I'll take the viewers. The first game is likely to be a bit of a wash, with Fluxo shitting on FaZe Clan. But we'll see. You can just say you don't have culture and don't know Cuphead music. That's okay. Also, I was working on Mini Siege this afternoon. We got plants fully working. It's not currently being tracked, but now plants can get picked up, and plants can get diffused, and you can no longer plant while you're dead. I believe Nyx is the only person streaming quals today. So here's what we're doing. Right now, the Brazil closed quals are going on. We're going to watch Fluxo versus FaZe Clan. It starts in 55 seconds, okay? Then we're going to watch Black Dragons versus W7M. Probably not all of it, because I thought they were on at the same time, but apparently one is happening after the other. So I don't know if I can stay for all of it. But we'll at least watch some of it. In the meantime, we'll be checking in with the North American quals. Today... Do the quals finish today? I thought they finished tomorrow. Damn, they do finish today. Okay. So the quals will be done for today. So we got some good games in the NA quals, but none of them are being streamed, so we can't really watch them. Upper Deckies will play Aerial Rise. The winner plays Wildcard. None of that will be streamed. SSG Academy play Fluffy Aimers. The winner of that plays M80. None of that will be streamed. Karn & Co. play For My Gang. The winner of that plays Cloud9 Beast Coast. None of that will be streamed. Makers versus Hush will be streamed because Hush is Nyx's team. But Makers probably win that, and then Makers versus SSG would not be streamed. Hush, if they win versus SSG, would be streamed, and we might watch that. But otherwise, I think I want to prioritize the Brazil games because it's actually tier 1 teams. FaZe Clan and W7M should slam. But Black Dragons already beat Furia, so maybe they're good now. It's tough to say. SSG, Cloud9, and M80 all lost. Yeah, yesterday was fucking insane. This upset I did think was possible. This upset I kind of called. Not really. I didn't boldly call it, but I said this one could be an upset, and I wouldn't be surprised, and it was. This one went as expected. This one shocked me. This one shocked me. A lot of upsets in the NA quals, which is exciting. I think still all of them will make it. Wildcard versus Upper Decky might be a good game, because Upper Decky almost beat Oxygen. Upper Decky is the Dream Fox-A stack. M80 should beat both these teams. Cloud9 Beast Coast should beat both these teams. And SSG probably beat these teams. I'm here for a Makers run, though. If Makers, like, they took a map off Wildcard. If Makers go crazy and Ben just really dropping the ball, maybe they beat SSG. But probably not. Makers is good. Makers is good. I just don't know if they're that good. EU close quals, I believe, is next week. Yeah. Pro TMs are going on right now. I did not know that was going on, but I'd rather watch pro teams, even if they're in Brazil. G2 picked up Loira and Black Dragons got better. Yes, seemingly. Which is crazy. I have nothing to say about the Black Dragons come up. I really want to see how they do today. Because my understanding is that Black Dragons, I don't know. I kind of wrote this team off. And then they beat Furious somehow. 7-2 on Clubhouse. So maybe I'm sleeping on this team. Maybe they're actually good. If we have a long break earbus, we might check it out. For now, though, I'm fine just to chat. Vamos Liquid. Liquid fucking lost. Unfortunately, Liquid versus NIP and Furia versus E1 are not being streamed. Only qualification games are streamed. So tomorrow we can watch them if they win. But it's crazy to think that like one of these teams, maybe both, won't be at Esports World Cup. And one of these teams maybe both won't be at Esports World Cup. Although Furia doesn't have that bad of a bracket now. Furia needs to beat E1 and then probably Fluxo. But if the Fluxos flux, we could get Furia versus FaZe Clan for a spot at EWC. That could be insane. It's actually insane the games that could happen today. We could get some really good shit. The EU games next week look really good too. Yeah, EU is the 5th to the 7th. So yeah, next weekend. Virtus Pro BDS, probably the best one, but that won't be streamed. G2 Wolves should be exciting, but again, won't be streamed. We will get to watch BDS versus probably Secret. We'll probably get to watch BDS Secret and then probably G2 ITB. And then the third place game. Who, Kenny's in chat, so I'm not going to say who I think will be in this third place game. It'll definitely be G2. I don't think the new Wolves team is very good. I think the Wolves squad will lose to G2. Oh shit, we're live. Fuck, they jumped right into that. Okay, my bad.
Mas vamos ver se FaZe e Fluxo vai ter aí, né?
Shit, alright, we're good.
Digno da gente estrear esse qualifier aqui da...
Alright, let's start a prediction. We're gonna keep it simple. Who wins? Will it be... Who wins map 1? Will it be FaZe in regulation? FaZe in overtime? Fluxo in overtime?
Cara, isso é muito legal, Retalha, porque mostra realmente a
Or Fluxo in regulation. I give you 2 minutes.
Do desenvolvimento também do competitivo. A gente vem falando há muito tempo sobre isso.
FaZe apparently picked Chalet, yes.
Meta do jogo. Já faz mais de um ano, Retalha.
Let me open up my Manchester notes really quick
acertos, né,
to look at my map bans.
A nível competitivo nas atualizações do jogo.
They'll obviously be a bit out of date, but...
ambos os recrutinhas, vão botar assim, né, que não tem jeito, vão ser os eternos recrutinhas, estão se encaixando também no competitivo. Achei até que o Striker entraria mais, né? Mas estamos vendo aí, como você falou.
Yeah, FaZe have been permabanning Chalet for a full year. They accidentally played it once against Secret in Manchester. That was the one map that they lost in Swiss.
Exatamente.
Maybe you have some insights, Kenny. My understanding with that Secret FaZe game is that Secret absolutely owned them in the map ban phase, because Secret also didn't really play Chalet until they beat them there. Yeah. So I don't think FaZe expected to play Chalet the one time they did it against Secret, and they got absolutely ass blasted on it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I didn't work that game. I was flying while that game was going on, but when I looked at the map veto afterwards, that's what I had assumed had happened. So big from FaZe, assuming this is their pick and the HUD's not just wrong, which the HUD might just be wrong, but... Let me go open the bracket and just double check that the HUD isn't wrong.
Tá no chão. 4 jogadores contra 2. Dá uma olhadinha no Imortal, não vê nada por enquanto, o Hash. Raps também fazendo a marcação pelo
Chalet picked by FaZe Clan. Yep, it's correct.
Exatamente,
okay.
Detalhe. Vamos pro próximo round, né? Porque agora tá muito difícil para esses jogadores conseguirem garantir essa rodada.
The Faceit page says that Chalet was picked by FaZe, and I don't think the Faceit page could be wrong, right?
Exatamente, olha, ele tá no limite da proteção, conseguiu sair, se protegeu, escapou, o Cyber já consegue também finalizar o Hash, sobra apenas o último jogador vivo, é o Raps.
Well, I mean, they got a good start. Solid defense on games to start things off.
1-0 FaZe.
Direto no pré-fire, então Fluxo no primeiro ataque traz uma composição...
I'm gonna change the HUD as well.
Bem estruturada para fazer esse avanço. Você tinha um
Winner makes EWC.
A gente fala que hoje, né, no ataque o Striker, você pode trazer tanto flash, consegue uma composição aí que tenha 12 flashes no total e ainda adicionar também granadinha, frag ou qualquer outro recurso que seja ali mais útil.
FaZe have picked their permaban and Fluxo have picked FaZe's best map. Jesus Christ, yeah. FaZe were 4-0 in Stage 1 on Oregon in Brazil, and then they beat PSG Talent in Manchester, and then did they play it in their quarters against Beast Coast? I don't think so, right? Beast Coast banned it, I'm sure. Yeah, this is an insane fucking map pool. Oregon was the decider between FaZe and Beast Coast, but they 2-0'd him. Okay, I see.
Mas logo na sequência eles já perdem, o segundo jogador perdem o aço também com...
So yeah, FaZe are currently on... FaZe have played Oregon 5 times this season, and they've not lost it even once. And Fluxo picked it. What the fuck? Meanwhile, FaZe have not won Chalet in over a full calendar year. This is insane.
É isso, Itália, vamos que vamos.
Just ridiculous, bro. Okay. Fluxo beat,
FaZe 1-0 contra Fluxo.
Fluxo beat Liquid to get here. I wanted to say Furia, but that was Black Dragons.
Vem pela parte de fora e embaixo. Já deixar a Claymorezinha marotada para não ter...
This is EWC closed.
Para justamente, quem sabe, trabalhar esse rapel aí no solário. Então ele se protege tanto da entrada da garagem, que tem a chance de quebrar ali com uma biribinha, alguma coisa, e fazer esse avanço e pegar...
How's Fury doing? Badly.
E também
They're in the lower bracket, but their game's not being streamed, so we don't know how their game is actually going. But they lost yesterday. NA Open Quals continue in 1 hour, 50 minutes.
Fica de olho em qualquer tapetinho da maldade. Tem movimentação por cima dos jogadores também da FaZe na sua defesa. Já vem pra caçada. E é a caçada vertical em cima da Zami. Fica em cima do piano, tranquilo, né, Retalha? Zero broncas.
Nada quebra, só vai ser explotado.
North America is still in open quals. Brazil is in closed quals. So we're watching Brazil today. Because these are qualification games. The winner of this goes to LAN. I also don't believe there's any English stream at all. I think this is the only English stream. So I'll try to focus on the game and explain what's happening more so than just talking to chat. They're trying to play below, obviously, with the Deimos and the Buck. It's not going so well. They got damage onto the Aruni, but that's it. They kind of want to pick here. Now they're getting stalled out by Toxic Babes. This is feeling a little bit bad. Oh, can they get this? He gets it. He actually gets it. Beauty from Lukid. Okay. And then he can open the gate from below? Nice. All right. Ooh, that's a good jump out. You saw them working together there. That was really smart from FaZe. I like that the instant they lose a pick, they do something aggressive to even out the man count immediately after. And obviously Fluxo expected it, but they just didn't expect 2 people at the same time. Now Fluxo's push becomes somewhat one-dimensional. Cyber is going crazy. Cyber got a down as well. He downed Astro. And he gets a 3rd! Cyber 4 overall! He doesn't get the ace. Cyber's nasty. Okay. O que o Cyber fez agora mostrou por que é realmente dos maiores jogadores de Rainbow Six do mundo. Impressionante. Why don't they stream the entire bracket? I have no idea. Good morning, Thunder.
Porque no início o Cyber estava tomando pressão, ficou recuado, manteve controle de posicionamento.
Super, I don't believe there's a clean feed for this. Well, there's the Portuguese stream. I don't think there's anything other than the Portuguese stream.
E voltando a reconquistar. A equipe do Fluxo, eu ia falar que mencionar individualmente o Lukid fez ótimo trabalho quando ele pegou o vacilo do Vita.
Like, this is the official EWC stream we're watching.
Era mínimo e ele conseguiu ali arrancar a cabeça do Vita.
I guess, yeah, because the English channel is just offline. So I guess they just didn't hire English casters for this. It was definitely more organized last year because the qualifiers were like Gamers Without Borders, right? So the qualifiers were like this whole event. I worked the Gamers Without Borders the last 2 years, actually. But now, instead of being Gamers Without Borders, which qualifies to Gamers 8, it's just EWC Quals, which qualify to EWC. And I guess since now they're calling them qualifiers rather than considering them their own events, there's a lot less in terms of like production value. Yeah, Super, I saw you tweeting trying to get some POVs today for the EWC NA quals. Did you get anything? It'd be sick if you did. I can't do much. I probably won't do the second set of games tonight for NA. I'm not going to be on that live, or that long. So if you do have one of the pro teams, I probably can't watch it, but I'll send you a host if you did get something. No one yet? Roger.
É isso aí, com certeza. Vamos nessa.
Alright. Basement take, they're going snowmobile. There's a clash being brought by Vidaking. Interesting.
Vou abaixar pouquinho o meu microfone, Retalha.
They got a clash and they opened the boiler wall.
Na hora do grito.
Alright.
Tô baixando aqui e qualquer coisa o pessoal me fala aí.
Deixa o Meli dar o próximo grito aí.
Exatamente. FaZe 2-0.
Still good top floor control. Fluxo don't really have much here. Like, they're probably just going to go for a smoke plant with their Capitao.
E vai pra pressão. rapidamente. Tentaram surpreender
But
o
with
jogador
no
do
top
time
floor
da FaZe,
control
não
and just
conseguiram
really a
pegar,
back take
o
going
Vita foi
on,
mais inteligente,
I think this
recuou
Clash just kind of
rapidamente,
owns them.
mas já deu esse espaço do corredor
Yeah, they
a
can
favor
EMP
aí
the Clash.
do
Now they
time
lost their Capital. That was the most important
do
operator that
Fluxo.
just went
Raps
down.
acaba sendo
Alright, they
eliminado.
probably lose this round then.
O Vita ainda continua segurando o jogo.
Astro
tem
is
eliminações
fragging.
suas.
Astro was the guy on the Snow Breach.
Tem pressão
But then
pelo
Astro
azul,
gets
Randy,
traded.
KDS, pegam eles em
Handy trades
eliminações,
1-for-1.
mas o Hash também não deixa barato. Ainda
Positioning
assim,
is
a
way
vantagem
better for
numérica vai pra
FaZe still. Surely they just
Eu não vou
lose.
colocar.
Fez.
Fez, pegou, mas ainda assim não adianta muito.
Ok.
O Mitrix pega de surpresa o Cyber. No contrapé.
Good
surpreendeu
catch
o
of
pessoal da
Cyber. I
movimentação.
mean,
Ainda assim, Retalha, são 2 jogadores contra 2.
FaZe know exactly where Fluxo are.
Ficou
They kind of
difícil.
need KDS to like throw.
Se movimenta mais uma vez. Do outro lado, abre também no Malas. E a
They can
marcação
just
agora
wait
foi de
for a
avanço.
plant.
Tá com o escudo. Eles estão tentando
KDS
tirar.
through,
O
he's
Mitrix
dead.
consegue eliminação em cima do KDS.
Taking that fight before they start
Cruzando
planting
bem,
feels really
Retalha.
bad. And now all of a sudden,
Tem um escudo agora
good
na
spot
mão,
for
vai tentar
Fluxo.
pegar. Será que vai puxar na frente?
He's out of EMPs though. This is not the play. Wow. Alright, good recovery, I guess. I feel like FaZe fought that a little much.
Na maldade, Retalha! Conseguiu garantir a eliminação, vamos que vamos!
Tá aí, o Fluxo consegue agora produzir e executar esse ataque. No finalzinho ali deu um pouquinho de desespero. O Vita recorrendo à sua Clash e saindo.
Yeah, the pro
do
teams
combate,
probably won't
mas
jump
não
into
tinha
it.
muito pra onde correr. Eu acho que talvez tentasse
Is Liquid back to being ass? How do they lose to these guys? I fucking wish. I wish we knew. I wish we got to see the game.
Chegou no pré-fire. Eles viram também que não ia dar pra ficar insistindo naquela famosa história de
Fresh, this is being streamed on the
combate muito próximo ali.
Esports World Cup Portuguese channel.
Essa recuperação do
It's
Fluxo
not
no
being
round
streamed in
por conta
English.
da eliminação do Mitrix. Quando o Mitrix tira aquele 3v2 e deixa um 2v2, eles já tinham conhecimento das duas posições da equipe.
Is
da frente,
KDS
tanto
new
o
on
Flash
FaZe?
quanto
Nope.
o outro jogador.
He's been there for a while.
Isso facilitou depois pra eles evoluírem. Pegaram o jogador das malas, o Mitrix pegou
Fresh
as malas, e
famously,
depois o próprio Vita ali,
fluent in
acabou
Portuguese.
sendo pressionado no 2v1. Não tem
It's very helpful in Brazil when we were down there.
Talvez fosse até o caminho da FaZe ter jogado um pouquinho mais recuado.
They only stream the qualification games. So W7M versus Black Dragons is on after this.
Eles tinham um jogador na escada da adega, né,
Yeah,
na escada
KDS is a great player.
da entradinha.
I mean, there's nobody on FaZe who's a bad player.
E acabou caindo. Foi essa hora que despedaram, eu acho que a vantagem de posicionamento. Porque se o Fluxo entra pra dentro do bombe...
Didn't Handy retire from FaZe?
Depois do Fluxo, e outro
No, there was some Twitter shit going on, but nobody, like, FaZe is exactly the same team. They've not made any changes.
deram essa brecha, e aí Mitrix e Fluxo aproveitaram. Fizeram antes, né, aquele trabalho inicial.
I remember there was some, like, cryptic tweet that went out.
Tem a chance e oportunidade, abre
I don't know if it was from Handy.
e tenta tirar o conforto de segurança aqui.
Somebody on FaZe or on, I think it was somebody on Furia tweeted out something kind of cryptic, but neither team's actually made changes. They're both playing with their
É
same
isso aí,
rosters.
Natália. Vamos nessa. FaZe 2x1. Não, o Mubot tá desatualizado aí, tá? Dos narradores, tá,
Você
galera?
tomou?
Esse aí é da galera.
Wasn't there
do
super
Mubot.
Twitter drama 2 days ago? There was a civil war between Drip and,
Grande da maldade, Retalha. Conseguiu pegar de surpresa um jogador.
Drip and Nyx, but, like,
Tirando aí o Mitrix.
it's pretty pointless.
O Celso falou, agora é acostumar com essa HUD do modo espectador.
E1 not only lost their coach, but they also lost their IGL in Arthur. And, yeah, I would assume E1 is now ass.
Souls correu, hein? Ficou com pouca
They're in the
chance.
lower bracket. They're currently playing Furia right now, but it's off stream.
Exatamente.
Yes, Hateful, I added that this morning.
Muita calma.
Took W7M to 3 maps and lost 7-8. Alright, I guess it was close.
Sofre um pouco.
Again, though, like, I don't know if W7M is the greatest team anymore either. It's really tough to know,
Posição.
just looking at the scoreboards.
57 segundinhos aí pra acabar a rodada.
First time in 5 years you've seen Auction have a different playstyle.
Agora, Retalha.
Interesting.
O tempo tá
I'm
passando.
excited. I'm excited to see new Auction. I was shocked that they
Tem
beat,
marcação na parte superior, tentou pegar, quase, hein?
who they beat?
Quase
Space Station?
pegou, hein? Foi bom isso aí.
Yeah, Space Station, 2-0.
Doideira. C4 do Randy. Luquid consegue finalizar também.
Alright, 20 seconds. Feels pretty good for
São 4 jogadores
FaZe.
contra 3.
The attackers do have sight, but FaZe have top control. No. Alright, FaZe don't have... They still have one guy up above.
Vai passando o tempo final.
They're sneaking this plant, though. This plant will finish.
Jogadores contra 2 ainda, o plant está acontecendo. Ainda estão tentando surpreender.
Technically, they finished the plant. Technically, they finished the plant.
Conseguindo fazer uma
I'd always felt like FaZe was in control, though. They had really good positioning there.
do time do Fluxo respirar. E agora eles vão garantir.
What does the World Cup do for Siege? It's basically just a giant-ass prize pool.
Aquela briga inicial da parte inferior da garagem que ele abandonou e depois voltou para parte superior, meio e parte superior, sabendo que talvez o foco do Fluxo fosse por ali, então não.
Yeah, Luminosity beat M80. There were a lot of upsets yesterday. Unfortunately, they were all off-stream, but...
Novamente o Fluxo pede rápido nesse mesmo lado aí, nesse mesmo ataque, o Mitrix, né? O Mitrix caiu rápido, ele só tinha mudado de operador, estava utilizando a Twitch. A FaZe conseguiu manter o domínio vertical, que é essencial que você controlar esse bomb site, visto até que depois disso o Fluxo tentou e buscou a eliminação em cima do Maruri, encontrou essa eliminação na hora da entrada, né, do jogador pela janela, foi uma cobertura para o player do Fluxo entrar com o desativador pela janela, só que mesmo assim, quando eles ficam presos ali nos segundos finais, eles estão cercados. A marcação fica pro Alçapão, sendo que ainda podia vir, não, Souls, por onde ele veio, no corredor, ou até mesmo um jogador...
Is there somewhere to check the NA bracket? Exclamation point bracket. Command will still give you the NA bracket, even though we're watching the Brazil bracket right now.
Não vacilar, e um de cada vez, ou, por exemplo, não chamar atenção pelo alçapão e aí distrair esse atacante.
For mini siege, my next thing I want to work on probably tomorrow is I want to add plant stats, win stats, and disable stats. Currently, all of those are obviously like in the game working. They're just not being tracked. No worries, Oblivion.
Mandar mensagem para eles lá.
The official R6 stream, like the Ubisoft stream, wouldn't stream this because this is not like a Ubisoft event, right?
Deixa eu só mandar mensagem pra galera aqui.
Vamos site inferior agora, jantar e cozinha.
Like twitch.tv/rainbow6 is a channel that's owned by Ubisoft. And while Ubisoft is, I don't know what the official term is, they're aware this event is going on and they're like allowing the event to go on, but they don't have like, they have no obligation to stream it. They won't stream the main tournament either.
Show de bola. Vamos lá. 2 minutinhos agora dessa rodada, 3-1. FaZe contra Fluxo.
I had a better chance to win for subs? That's actually not a terrible idea. I can implement that decently easily.
Ali no corredor do jantar. E tava bem desconfiado, porque tinha sim um jogador para avançar.
Yes, it is. Don't do that.
Vai quebrar a janela. Deixou uma clemorzinha na maldade do banheiro. Abre pixel também para ter visão pela escada do solário.
I probably won't. I probably won't.
Acho que tem Duran lá embaixo. Luquid está por cima, no telhado. 1 minuto e 20. Hash de olho.
This is a kind of weird aggression from Handy. He's like slow pushing out of the fucking doorway there. I don't know what he thought would happen. I guess he almost killed Raps. If he'd killed Raps, that would have been a huge pick, because that would have been Thermite down. Maybe that's really just the thought process. Like, if I kill Thermite here, we basically auto-win the game. Because they have no other hard breach if Thermite had died. Buck has flashes. And the Recruit has flashes and nades. The Striker. Striker versus Sentry. I don't know if we've actually seen the two recruits facing off against each other before. We've like seen them both decently often. I can't remember a time I've seen them both being played at once though.
Ficou cego, vai pro outro lado. Pega a eliminação Cyber, surpreende o jogador na entrada do escritório.
Still one guy up above.
Tem jogador no piano, ele vem pela parte de fora.
If Luquid can get a kill up top, and he does, he kills Cyber. Nice. Alright, Fluxo should win this. Oh, they just dropped the fuse kit. He walked into the smoke. Raps had 1 HP and he walked into the Toxic Babes and dropped the fuse kit. It doesn't matter. They get their kills. It doesn't matter, but that was actually so scary. FaZe almost won that on time.
Os caras brigam e
I'm gonna back this up and just show you. Hopefully backing it up works.
Se ele pega o Raps também não ia ter esse termite tão ainda massa pra fazer, né?
Look at this. Raps had 2 HP.
No risco
40 segundinhos pra acabar a rodada.
Raps had 2 HP. He walks in the breach as soon as they start their push right now.
Ficou cego, vai pro outro lado. Pega a eliminação Cyber, surpreende o jogador na entrada do escritório. Tem rotação, ainda tem
There's
jogador
15 seconds on the clock. This is Raps. He's in the doorway here. He backs up. I guess he comes to the breach, and he walks in the breach, and he dies to the Toxic Babe. That was almost a huge throw. Thoughts on Striker and Sentry? I think they're both, like, decent. Rexon was in my chat the other day, and he said Sentry's getting played a lot more than Striker is in pro games. Which makes sense to me.
Que pudesse abrir parede reforçada. Então, tirando esse termite, as opções de ataque do fluxo ficariam limitadas só até a portinha, ou eles iam ter que inverter mesmo, fazer uma
The turnaround for the Fluxo team's been great to see. Pixel's done a great job since joining. Man, I love Fluxo. I'm a big Fluxer fan.
Fluxo tá vivo e tá buscando aí empate.
Maravilha, show de bola, vamos lá.
I don't know if they're the greatest team of all time, but I just love to root for them. They're a fun team. I don't expect them to beat FaZe. If they lose to FaZe, they go to the lower bracket where they will play... If they lose to FaZe, they play the winner of Furia versus E1, so probably Furia. Fluxo actually got the worst possible bracket. Fluxo have to beat FaZe or Furia to make Esports World Cup. That is tough. That is tough.
O Fluxo conseguiu, né?
Vence.
Agora sim, na verdade, bem complicado.
Apertado.
Liquid lost on purpose. I wonder, man. I wonder. Although they wouldn't have known. When Liquid lost, they wouldn't have known that Furia would also lose. So I doubt it was on purpose. Liquid are still in, but they're in the lower bracket right now. Unfortunately, they're not being streamed.
1-14. Passa o drone, não consegue destruir, já sabe que tá nessa posição, tem que recuar, só que tá difícil. Tem marcação, o Range tenta se manter naquela posição, já sabe do jogador e o resto consegue pegar. Tá dando muita bala, viu? E lá vem aquela correria de novo. Recua, não tem muita opção, vai ter que pegar, KDS, pega mais uma em cima do Raps.
That's smart from the Clash. Backs up past the doorway, now this guy can't actually deal with the Clash. Cyber C4 Vidaking, what? Fluxo are doing a great job of tearing apart this, like, Clash basement strat. Twice now FaZe have brought it. Twice Fluxo are gonna win it. Unless KDS is absolutely insane. Nope. I felt like that Clash strat looked pretty good on paper, but they were just really good at finding picks. This is the EWC Portuguese stream. Twitch.tv/EWC_PT. Liquid versus NIP seems more attractive than Fluxo FaZe. Yeah. But they're literally just doing all the qualification games, regardless of what the teams are. De etapas ali dessa defesa. O Hash individualmente, né? 3-3 is totally fine. Yeah. Neither team is upset about 3-3. Ele foi pra cima então dessa abertura na adega lateral. I just want to be able to watch Fantasy play again, man. I'm rooting for Nip. Só que ele trabalha junto com o Range. Até então parece que você tem a vantagem de comunicação entre o Vita e o Range. O Range vai conseguir dar um pré-fire. Eis que o Range toma o pré-fire do Hash, porque o Hash
tava ligado. Hash leva dele, sabendo que o Vita tá isolado, ele continua indo pra cima. Isola o Vita dentro das malas, e aí o pior acontece, quando ele vai embora, depois de uns 3
Traitor.
segundos, vem a C4 do Cyber totalmente
I've never been a
atrasada.
Liquid fan, bro.
E aí a
I'm
gente
sorry.
vê
I'm sorry, Thunders.
o Cyber dando TK no Vita e eles perdendo um elemento importante ali desse final de round. Podia talvez até recuperar mais espaço com o Vita voltando a pressionar pela garagem. Mas tem um ponto pro fluxo muito favorável. Eles tinham controle tanto do Mitrix pela garagem 2, quanto também pelo lado externo da garagem 1. Eles tinham um jogador não deixando ninguém...
Alright, they got the Capitao to clear library corner. It's a Warden sitting in library corner, so... There's no ADSs, no magnets, no dock. One firebolt and Mitrix is basically fucked. They know he's there too. If he doesn't leave right now, he's at least going to take damage. Okay, he leaves. Now they can use these firebolts for other uses if they want. They can use them to burn out back bar if they want, or whatever other positions they see. So kind of nice. Not the strongest library hold for sure. The Azami is a little bit of a problem, but really you don't have to clear him out if you're just going to go for a big window take. You just have to hold him so he doesn't push up. But if he blocks your window and pushes up, you might be kind of sad. Morning, Cash. Blindly backing SG Academy to beat M80. Good luck.
Esse jogo aqui já tá valendo vaga, viu, guys? Já tá valendo tudo ou nada.
FaZe have actually zero map control, which is like fine. Oh, they're in the basement. That's where they are. Okay. That is tough. They find Astro, who is Ego. Alright. Here's those Capitao bolts they didn't have to use on library corner. It almost gets them the kill on a mute. 50 damage.
Tá difícil a entrada, Retalha. Tá muito difícil o Range vir pra caçada. Pega mais uma eliminação, Cyber.
Vidaking 0-5 in the 1v2 against the Kiba barrier. And a crossfire. Oh, he just dropped. He's better than BBC. He's not dying to Capcan traps. Somebody I think Hashi just hit 2 air jabs. Winnable though. He got the plant. He sees the feet. Oh, Vidaking! The GOAT! That was well played. That was really well played. It took a long time for Fluxo to realize that he had like actually dropped and wasn't just gonna fight them top floor. Like they were really slow to respond. And those 2 fucking air jabs that the defense hit were huge. I don't know if you guys could hear them, but it was very faint, but we heard 2 air jabs go off in that post plant. NIP versus Liquid is not being streamed, unfortunately.
Eles conseguiram ainda assim, e o domínio vertical por parte da FaZe não existiu, ficou toda hora sob controle do fluxo, que seria o suficiente para resistir ali.
Why can't we watch Liquid? Bro, I don't know.
Faz o quê?
Where can you see the score? Once it's over, it'll show on the bracket, which is on Faceit. I'll link it to you, though. The Liquid score will be reported here, but not until the entire series is over. Bro is panicking. It'll probably be like an hour and a half to like 3 hours before the game ends, just so you know.
E aí o jogador que tá por cima cai no jabs, cai de novo, e quem tava por baixo, que tava avançando depois no corredor, acabou ficando limitado no posicionamento. Termina o punch.
Hey, I respect it. I mean, honestly, like if I was a fan of one of these teams and I couldn't see them playing against like all these other top tier 1 level teams, I'd be fucking pissed too. Like, imagine being a diehard Liquid fan and they go out in the quals without you being able to watch a single game. That's awful. That's so shitty. And that's going to happen to a lot of fans. Maybe not Liquid fans, but certainly fans of some teams.
Foi uma rodada muito interessante pro Vita, principalmente por ele ter se adiantado naquela eliminação do Alçapão, né? Epa.
Best of 3.
Errou ali.
You bet 5 grand on NIP and you can't even watch the game? Jesus, bro. Yeah, that's tough. That is an if you're not lying, that's an insane thing to do. Holy shit.
Dá bug depois de você ter acostumado anos e anos com uma tela branca.
Cyber.
When I was in Brazil, did I make the Paulista Avenue? I don't think so, no. I want to go back to Brazil so, man, right? So, man. I don't think you're lying, but like... That is fucking insane. I'm so sorry, bro. Jesus.
Jogo pegado, viu, Retalha? Jogo pegado. Pressionado e surpreendido através do KDS vindo pelo piano. O Luquid cai.
Tava fazendo ali um pique-esconde, o Luquid em cima tava quase funcionando, mas esse drone aí acabou com o plano dele.
Exatamente. Vita consegue mais uma eliminação. FaZe entrou bem também pro ataque, assim como o Fluxo, viu, Retalha? Isso pode complicar um pouco mais pro Fluxo.
This round is really gone to shit. I don't think they can pull this back. Even in the 2v3, I mean, it's not impossible, but yeah, better positioning.
É a segunda dele. Cai o Mitrix, fica o Ash sozinho contra 3 jogadores. A chance agora é de tentar surpreender, mas eles sabem. Eles sabem da posição.
Also, if the Portuguese fucking observers use this minimized HUD, I'm gonna lose my mind. If this is consistent, I'm gonna be so sad. I could try.
E consegue surpreender o KDS em cima do Astro.
Should you bet on Fluxo or FaZe? I mean, the game's going on right now. I'm not gonna give you betting advice.
Ele tinha ali uma câmera blindada ainda, disputando esses dois jogadores do plant, por isso o Astro já recuou certinho, mas aí a FaZe conseguiu jogar...
Thunders, how do you know this? Do you just have inside info?
Não, né? Viram 3v2, mas 4v2 só não foi ali mais pra...
Is it being posted in like the Liquid Discord or something?
A FaZe eu acho que já estava ciente do Mitrix na parte superior, e eles conseguiram pressionar o Mitrix, mas o Mitrix deu uma balinha, depois na... volta que o Mitrix não teria como ir embora. Acho que naquele momento do round é a hora que o jogador que tá solto fala, ó, eu vou tentar garantir no tempo aqui em cima mais uma eliminação, segurar...
NIP is tweeting the scores. Ah, gotcha.
Aí o Mitrix foi lá e conseguiu uma eliminação. Caiu depois, o Astro ainda tenta forçar a famosa eliminação de graça, né, o famoso jogador correndo ali na escada.
There's the link that Thunder tweeted.
O cara vai pro rushzão,
Thunder's is Palu in disguise. That's not even the least believable thing I've ever heard. I honestly could see that. Guys, please don't bet your grocery money.
Que o Astro não teria uma visão ali, ele demoraria um pouco para chegar. Quando o plano já tá rolando, o KDS vem pelo alçapão e o próprio KDS já dá um prefire no azul e leva o Astro no posicionamento. 5-3, pause tático veio. Vamos ver agora como vai ser a sequência de
5-3.
Esse mapa aí, para você que está acompanhando agora, foi a escolha da FaZe, depois vamos para Oregon, escolha do fluxo, desempate.
I feel like you don't see very many Mira strats on this site.
Montanha e Castle, você acompanha ali no topo do HUD, né, do overlay. E você tem...
I assume the second window's got to go upstairs, if they're even going to use it. He's going upstairs now.
É isso aí, Retalha, vamos que vamos.
Yeah, just in the closet. No. What the fuck are we doing? I mean, I'm not against it. It's just an interesting Mira setup. They double reinforced Master to Office and they put a Mira window in it.
Esse primeiro mapa, mapa que foi de escolha da FaZe, né? A FaZe que escolheu.
I guess you're feeding intel to people to swing in from like piano? I mean, it gets auto-popped by this player, right? Cyber's scope is covering the Mira window. I don't think he knows the Mira is there. I mean, it's also definitely more important to just hold this guy, but like, I don't think he knows the Mira window is there. He literally just left. He actually could have popped the window, but his scope blocked it. That's insane. Who puts a Mira window there, bro? That's insane. I mean, as soon as they realize it's there, they can go back and get it, I guess, but...
Fica de olho pelo espelho negro Astro. Abre pixel. Perde mais um drone o time da FaZe.
Yeah, this is an interesting strat. They got these obs blockers too up in the top floor. Fluxo been cooking something here.
Total agora pro time da FaZe continuar trabalhando.
Já escutou também ali no posicionamento do Shield, né? Os SDAs ativos.
FaZe are very good at this like on the fly problem solving though.
Só pelo som ali, tem pelo menos uns dois.
Exatamente. 1 minuto e 20. Tá de olho Vita. Souls, eles vão andando em direção ao piano, mas tem marcação avançada. Tem um pingzinho, já sabe da posição.
Oh, literally drew a circle around his head there.
Vai do outro lado fazendo pressão. É mais
Oh,
uma
the
jogada.
last bullet,
Olha
Souls got the head of
essa
Raps.
bala que pegou
And then
no
Cyber kills
Souls.
Hashi. Oh, tragic.
Garante mais uma.
All the sight setup in the world, but you still just get shit on.
Que doideira.
Queria saber agora.
FaZe actually just walked at them. Their nades got eaten by ADSs. They were fighting deployable shields, and they just hit the heads. It did not matter.
Jogadores vivos. Pega no Solário. De
Cyber is simply better. Astro, you're old and washed. Good night. FaZe with attacking guns may be unbeatable. For Fluxo, at least.
É, como eu falei, a FaZe não escolheu à toa esse mapa.
This is FaZe's map pick, but it's a really weird map pick for FaZe. FaZe have not won Chalet in over a year. NIP Liquid is not being streamed, but NIP are tweeting out the score.
De meio de temporada, de off-season aí também, né? Entre as equipes, tá todo mundo treinando todo mundo, estão escolhendo. Quando rola o campeonato, fica um pouquinho mais separado.
Black Dragons versus W7M hasn't started yet. It's gonna be on after this. I know, like, Wikipedia says it started or whatever, but it's wrong. Face It might also say it, but the broadcast showed that they're playing it after this game.
Então a FaZe chega pro sexto ponto, recuperou muito bem essas duas últimas rodadas, foram ataques praticamente limpos ali de controle total. A penúltima rodada, né, que foi aquele ataque embaixo, ainda deu um leve susto, mas
I mean,
a finalização foi bonita, foi um 3v1. E aqui,
clearly FaZe just added Chalet into their map pool after Manchester. Because looking at FaZe's map bans in Manchester, they definitely were not hiding this from Manchester. Because they played against Team Secret, their very first game of Manchester. And Secret were also permabanning Chalet. And Secret brought out Chalet, which completely caught FaZe Clan off guard. And FaZe got absolutely shit on. Their Chalet was very bad. So clearly when we saw them at Manchester, FaZe Clan were not good at this map. They did not play this map. They have since worked it into their map pool clearly, because they're choosing it in an important game against Fluxo, and they're playing really well on it.
É isso aí, vamos nessa. 6-3 então.
6-3 nip? It may be done for Liquid, man. What happened to this team? You think they added it after SI? They played so bad on it against Secret, though. I just can't believe that they had it in their pocket. Unless they purposely played bad against Team Secret so that people would continue thinking that they're not good at Chalet. But that seems way too big-brained. Like, there's no way. That's overthinking for sure. I don't know if I believe that.
Todo mundo cego. Isso quem começou, inclusive, retalha, essa tela preta aí foi o Fight. Já tinha até na época do beta. A tela preta em vez da branca no flash.
Agora é opcional.
São os estúdios aí se comunicando, né?
Isso.
Alright, this feels like the first time Fluxo are in a defensive round in an actually good position. Now, 2 players pushing the master side could be scary, because I don't think Fluxo are aware of that. But as soon as they realize, they are in good positions to fight it.
1 minuto e 30.
If Astro doesn't get droned, he's going to be a menace. If he does get droned, he's dead. He's droned, and how long do you think he has? And he's full blind, and he's dead. All right, that didn't take too long.
Vita agora consegue eliminação pra cima do Astro, surpreendendo o jogador. São 4 jogadores contra 4.
That's what I'm saying, man. FaZe don't cut corners.
Tem que tomar cuidado com
Very good at
armadilhas, né?
observing what's going on the defense and taking care of it.
Último minuto da rodada. Quem será que leva? Vem Candela de novo. Tá preocupado com a posição.
Ooh, they lose their Ying, though. Well traded. Still good trades from Fluxo. Hold on. Hold on. Nicely played. Ying was considering using his 80 his Candela there, but instead he just took the raw fight. I think that's the wrong call from Ying. I mean, obviously he lost it, but I think he wanted to save those Candelas for the execute. Maybe thought Fluxo would be a little bit more passive than they were. Good fights, good fights. Do I prefer white flashes or black flashes for observing? I think black flashes is just easier on the eyes. It's a little confusing for new viewers. But it's probably better to be black. Do I shave daily? No, probably every 2 to 3 days. I didn't shave today. You can't really tell. Yeah, new overlay kind of stinks. Feels like doing wacky stuff every round. I mean, I don't think Fluxo expected to come to this map. I mean, maybe they did, because they had a really interesting... Like, their strategy on Kitchen seems really thought out. Are they running the same strat? No. So they're changing it up this time. I don't know. I don't know.
Tá trabalhando pelo animal na parte superior. Assim que a phase leva a eliminação, Mitrix aparece e vice-versa, funciona assim a todo momento essas devoluções naquele ponto. E a phase aí não consegue o controle. Trouxe ainda flores, tentou tirar de posicionamento algumas defesas fixas do fluxo, mas mesmo assim acabou perdendo na bala o round.
É isso, cara, vamos nessa.
In the 6th new program, they were talking about how BDS and FaZe are simple teams, but they do everything well.
Padrãozinho, estão jogando do mesmo jeito esse ataque.
I think that's fair. I don't think FaZe and BDS are too similar of teams. Like, I feel like FaZe is a very slow and kind of check all the boxes teams. I think BDS are a bit more explosive and a bit harder to pin down than a team like FaZe are.
6 a 4.
BDS feel harder to read than FaZe.
Você só se preocupa com dois possíveis caminhos da defesa.
Exatamente. Vamos lá. Drone do Lyle sendo utilizado. Abre de novo pro outro lado, não vê nada. O Kit que vai fazendo essa marcação, que é uma marcação até, às vezes, cruel, né, Retalho? Ele tem que ficar de olho nessa entrada, ver se vai ter jogador passando pela biblioteca, cada animal também. No início do round é a que vai trazer mais informação para a defesa, né?
Em alguns momentos até ele fica sem o apoio ali rápido e brevemente de um jogador. Agora com esse pixel maior facilita, pelo menos assusta o ataque. Mas joga muito no instinto quando você está avançado assim.
Perfeito.
I feel like with this Habana, they should be able to get some kind of angle on these guys, but 2 minutes in, 0 kills on the players on the top floor. Despite being all around them, despite having utility to open some of these walls. Like, yeah, it was a Kaid, but there's a lot of walls you can breach as Habana on this map.
Tá se enrolando um pouco a phase aí, viu, Retalha?
It's slow from FaZe, but if they get a couple picks top floor without dying, then they're in a good spot.
Chegar próximo do bomb site. Não tentaram fazer nada também na entrada da sala de jantar, e enquanto isso o Ash fica fazendo essa marcação agora justamente.
There's the first, there's the second. Yeah, great spot. Now, even if Raps goes one, he gets none. Dude, clinically done. They literally wait for 2.5 minutes for somebody on Fluxo to just make a small step out of position. They push up with 30 seconds remaining after holding their angles the entire round, and now they're in a 5v2. Now, this 5v2 is starting to slip, but with numbers, they should still be able to close out this round. Surely they don't let Mitrix 1v3 here. Oh, they might be letting Mitrix 1v3 here. 2 seconds. No, he doesn't have time. He saw the feet too. Oh, they threw a 5v2 in that round. That is the risk you take when you take 2.5 minutes to clear the roam. That is the risk you run. NIP win map 1 over Team Liquid. Goddamn. Woo! We're fluxing.
Dominante do time do Fluxo em todas as rodadas, cara. É impressionante que esse moleque tá brigando pela vitória.
Cara, isso realmente
Chat, let me grab my water really quick, okay?
Essa rodada aí,
I don't know where it
a
is.
FaZe conseguiu a vantagem das eliminações a partir dos 30 segundos. mas mesmo assim, o tempo ainda tá contra eles total. Antes do Mitrix, a gente tem aquele Fenrir ainda, acho que era um Fenrir, eliminando de baixo para cima no Solário, no troféu. Isso acho que deu uma das vantagens que a equipe do Fluxo precisava para o Mitrix conseguir esse clutch, né, e vencer no tempo esse round aí pela defesa. Porque senão seria mais um jogador ali pressionando o Mitrix por duas frentes. Eu acho que ele não ia conseguir aguentar, não, e a própria phase ia um pouco mais rápida, ou tentaria fazer um plant com cobertura de longe. Como você pode ver, o Mitrix, ele pegou uma eliminação, depois ele se isolou atrás da mesa, ficou ali só na cobertura, conseguiu atrasar a entrada.
What the flux?
Que veio pela entrada lateral,
Top of the screen is Mini Siege.
e aí, o último era
Type in chat and you might find yourself playing.
do troféu, ou seja, tava longe e não tinha tempo suficiente.
Exclamation point my KD to see your KD.
Uma rodadinha separa o Fluxo da prorrogação nesse primeiro mapa, hein? Tá com cheirinho de OT.
Será que vai rolar, Retalha?
Tá com cheirinho de
Why is world autocorrected to Wolf?
Vamos nessa.
And a hydrate, we'll take it. Okay, to run the gauntlet, Fluxo have won on, what do they win, games? They won on games, they won on kitchen, we're now down to the basement. They have to win all 3 sites to force overtime here.
De cada animal. Tem movimentação do Lukid.
If they can take FaZe Clan's map pick, they're in a great spot to upset FaZe Clan, go to Esports World Cup, and then force a FaZe versus Furia matchup
Balinha do Astro.
where the winner goes to World Cup, the loser does not. That'll be played tomorrow if it happens. Assuming Furia can beat E1.
5 jogadores contra 4.
And immediately, the drones aren't good enough. They catch souls lacking. They didn't know the player was top floor, and they get out.
Olhou. Recuou, voltou.
They're mostly back in sight. Hashi is still in bar.
Também posicionado na marcação pela Malas.
I don't mind Lukid going for a little big garage flank, to be honest.
Muito, ele que tá de Oryx,
He's
hein?
playing on the
Traz
Oryx.
essa
It's a little
oportunidade
risky
de
because they could
ser
be
mais
in big
veloz
garage.
na
They're not, but they
posição,
could
né?
be. But I feel like Hashi is in a kind of a tough spot. If Hashi goes 1-for-1, he's really happy. But my concern is Hashi's just gonna die. I guess with these Kibas, he's wasting a ton of fucking time. Oh, and he baits a C4! Oh, brilliant play.
Fica à vontade.
Okay, now he's just wasting time, and he gets a kill! Hashi the GOAT! Oh, they win. This is going overtime. FaZe have no time, no positioning, no kills. They can get. They have a bit of time. There's not no time. They have a bit of time.
Não consegue manter a vantagem, o Fluxo vai crescendo cada vez mais round a round e tá tentando disputar esse overtime, Retalha. Com grande chance disso acontecer agora. Olha só na
Nice.
frente, se
Nicely done by Astro.
Astro, belíssimo
3K?
trabalho.
3 for Astro.
O
Wow.
Astro fecha o round.
Ooh, this is actually very bad for FaZe. This is very bad. I mean, FaZe are a good Oregon team. It's not out of the question to think they might trade each other's map picks, but... Oh, this game was in the bag, and they have let it slip.
Briga até o fim, o Fluxo e garante o empate. Vamos que vamos.
Bro, what are they doing?
Segue vivo no jogo Fluxo, 6-6, tá tudo empatado. E sim, Mitrix, o cara...
Bro, like, took a quick second to just jump into a cave real quick to announce that it was overtime.
Pra empatar, e aí jogou o balde de água fria na equipe da FaZe Clan, porque depois daquilo a FaZe desestabilizou totalmente aí nessa parte e nesse round agora.
Rehost!
A FaZe tentando
Lame.
atacar e tendo dificuldades ali desde o começo aí do round, perdendo assim um
Do
jogador.
FaZe,
Temos
Flux,
um
and
que só vai
suck?
ajustar o OT.
I don't know, man. It feels like they're just struggling to clear, like, the early games have 3 times in a row just gotten away from them. Either they're taking a really long time and then they're being clutched on in like a 5v. They lost a 5v2 on time. And then the other 2 rounds, their early game is just like not going that well. Fluxo are avoiding drones, coming back, taking fights that FaZe aren't expecting. I think Fluxo are starting to play well against FaZe. They're expecting FaZe to go slow, to check all the boxes, to take all their steps. It's clear Fluxo know what FaZe want to do, and they've done a good job of exploiting that. Alright, let's take the tech pause to go just check up on some other brackets. There's really nothing to say. We're not really going to know how the other games are going, but we can just kind of look at them anyways. So, this match, Black Dragon, so we're watching Fluxo versus FaZe right now. Winner, this game doesn't matter. Winner goes to Esports World Cup. This game, Black Dragons versus W7M, is going on next after Fluxo FaZe ends. The winner of that also goes to Esports World Cup. Then there are 2 elimination games going on off stream. From Twitter, we know that NIP beat Liquid on map 1, right? I think so. And then Furia versus E1 is also going on off stream. We don't know the results of that, but both games are currently ongoing. In North America, 4 teams have made it to the closed qualifiers already. Sonics, Oxygen, Dark Zero, and Luminosity. And we need to figure out the other 4 closed qualifier teams today. One spot will go to the winner of these matches, Upper Decky, Aerial Rise, or Wildcard. One spot will go to the winner of these games, 92 Dream Team, which is SSGA, right? Jackon, yeah. JJ Blaz and M80. One of these teams will go to the closed quals, Karn & Co, For My Gain, or Cloud9 Beast Coast. And one of these teams will go to the closed quals, Makers, Hush, and SSG. These games here, these lower bracket games, start in 4 minutes. That means map bans start in 4 minutes. I believe the only one being streamed will be Hush versus Makers. That's Nyx's team versus one of the best teams in Tier 2 in Makers. Upper Decky could do it. Last update is Furia, we're up 4-2. Gotcha. No, the Fox A roster is Upper Decky. They're going to have to beat Aerial Rise and Wildcard if they want to make it to the close quals.
A FaZe, vindo para os seus ataques, começou bem, mas as 2 rodadas finais de ataques da FaZe acabaram não funcionando. A gente viu que eles sofreram muito. Então, de lado você tem uma FaZe que...
They fucked up the OT. Ah, gotcha. So we're rehosting because they fucked up the overtime. Yeah, we're on a tech pause right now. It's 6-6 at the moment.
Sofreu com o tempo do round. Isso pode afetar bastante eles, ainda mais que eles tiveram a chance de finalizar.
Why is the Italian team playing the NA quals? Makers used to sponsor, like, the best team in Italy. But turns out the best team in Italy is not very good on a worldwide stage. So instead, they went and picked up a Tier 1 team, or a Tier 2 team in NA. Furia was up 6-3? Okay, thank you. Upper Decky actually could do it. Like, Wildcard don't seem to be the best team in North America. Again, all we really have to go off of is score lines, so Upper Deckies could do it. They couldn't find 5 good Italian players, no joke. I mean, yeah, that doesn't shock me. The Italian players have been starting to mix up onto different teams, too. Like, a lot of them went to Wild, right? Wild has, like, 3 Italians on it, I think, or something. Then a couple of them were on, like, G-Who or something for a while. I feel like for a long time, the Italian players just, like, would all group up and be on one team. And now they're finally starting to just, like, spread out and play on multiple different top teams with English comms. That Wild team is worse than OG Makers. Yeah, they've not been doing so well. I haven't watched them play, but the results have been bad. Okay, overtime. FaZe start on defense. Né, que é o que todo mundo está acompanhando aqui, né? Todo mundo tá lutando nessas vaguinhas. Acontece no fim de julho. Again, we have Striker and Sentry in play. Wish the Observer would expand the HUD so we can see what the fuck Striker and Sentry are bringing, but we'll make it a fun guessing game instead. Road to Riyadh. É isso.
Riyadh?
Riyadh é a capital da Arábia Saudita.
Ah, tá.
Wasn't Sloppy Italian? He was.
2020.
Sloppy, I feel, was never really a part of like the big
A
Italian
gente tá aí
core
com a
though.
FaZe na defesa, então.
Shield C4. Shields are really good on this site, and they did bring 2 of them. So yeah, shield makes sense, and then they have 1 C4, and none of the other ops can bring C4, so that must be correct. I think mathematically that has to be correct. I guess you guys can't. Oh no, you can. You can.
E o Striker entrando no jogo, né, cara? A quantidade de recursos que você tem, né, com isso, né? Você aumenta, ó. Eles botaram escudo, era farpado, foi isso?
I would guess Striker has nades and flashes.
Eles têm...
Because nobody else should be bringing nades, and they have like a trillion flashbangs, so one of them has to be.
Tem marcação pela janela. Do Kid. Eliminação do Matrix em cima do Range. Olha o Matrix, cara. Olha o que ele vem fazendo. Troca de novo pela janela. Protege ali o seu companheiro de equipe. O jogador da FaZe.
Bro, expand the fucking HUD. I want to know how many Candelas Ying has left. This is so annoying. 3 Candelas still. They gotta use these to get these picks off floor. Oh, they're just gonna execute. I don't know if this is the right call. I feel like it's not. But I guess the top clear was going so poorly. Yeah, but you don't have advantage on site either. Okay. Good from FaZe. Good from FaZe.
Ponto decisivo mais uma vez para FaZe.
Tentaram fazer a limpeza superior, pegaram a primeira eliminação.
Shield in stock is a little... It's not that crazy.
Perdendo ali 2 jogadores. Nessa hora já deu pra reparar que tem a mudança de postura do fluxo.
I'm just used to the olden days of like everybody constantly running shields like mezzanine and top of the library stairs.
Do rapel e entrada pelo janelão mesmo. De qualquer jeito vai pra tentar encarar, mas também não tem controle de marcação. A gente viu o Pixel a longa distância ali da FaZe para ainda manter o controle dentro aqui do salão de jogos.
That was the last round. FaZe wins. We'll find out. We'll find out. FaZe and Fluxo.
Que pune, cara. Você perdeu
7-6.
2 aqui nessa situação, né? Foram 3. Você tem uma rodada que
again, map bans are really weird. So this is technically FaZe's map pick. But FaZe are historically awful at Chalet. They don't play it. But clearly they've started playing it now as they've picked it here. And map 2 is Oregon, which is Fluxo's map pick, but it's also a really good map for FaZe. So really all 3 maps in this series feel like either team can win. So I won't put too much stock into this being FaZe's map pick.
Mas também pelos recursos adicionais que ele provém, né? Seja granada e tudo. Nessa entrada aí não tinha muito o que fazer, ia ficar cercado dentro do bomb.
FaZe have not won Chalet in over a full calendar year. They've almost never played it in a full year. They do not play this map. They accidentally played it once against Secret in Manchester because they expected Secret would ban it, but Secret chose to play it instead. And they got smoked. Secret absolutely shit on them. So will match replays be public anywhere? I doubt it. I would hope so, but I think that's unlikely. I don't even think I can get access to the match replays. The official ones I can, like the ones from Manchester and such, but since it's World Cup, I would be surprised. They definitely don't know where Mitrix is, although he just fell back a little bit, I think. Yeah.
Pode rolar trocação, e é isso que acontece. Luki de Range já conseguem 2 grandes eliminações. 4 jogadores contra 4 agora. Na verdade,
Mitrix, you need one here. You need one here, Mitrix. Good play. Don't swing for more, though. He needs his teammates' help now. Oh, they swung for more and he wasn't looking. Mitrix, the hero. Okay, Mitrix, bro. Holy. Gets aggro and makes the fucking play. I was a little hesitant. Don't know if I believed in the aggression there, but he pops off. Takes the risk, wins it out. Who wins NA quals? NA quals haven't started yet.
empate. Volta a acontecer, Retalha. Só que dessa vez não tem mais pra onde escapar.
How did he not trade the Warden? Not a clue.
Vai acontecer agora do primeiro mapa entre FaZe e
Holy
Fluxo.
shit.
Vamos.
Mitrix jogando como um grande ídolo por aí, né? Que participação, a gente falou do Mitrix nas rodadas e trazendo
How do you
o
unpin
Overtime
something?
para o Fluxo.
I did it.
E agora o Mitrix marca o 7º ponto aí do Fluxo, continua avançado. Uma posição que poderia ter sido perdida ou até abandonada pelo Mitrix. Assim como
That explains their 7-3 loss. Yeah, that's how they lost to Secret.
Para esse mesmo momento site, praticamente o mesmo setup ali, a mesma montagem da defesa. Dessa vez o Mitrix não abandonou o posicionamento, ele continuou avançado, peitando as trocações, encarando de frente. E aí ele conseguiu primeiro pegar um jogador, cara,
W7 versus Black Dragon. W7M versus Black Dragons is on after this game. Don't believe the lie that it's currently being played. It is being played after this on stream. There is a lower bracket, so whoever loses this goes into the lower bracket. They are not out of it. But the winner will qualify directly to LAN.
No final de round, de novo parecia round que a FaZe ia ter controle por ali, mas não, cara. O Mitrix falou, aqui não.
You're new to Siege, can you get any tips on getting better?
É isso, Retalha. Vamos nessa.
It's a very broad question,
Agora a gente vai
but
pro ataque do Fluxo.
try to learn the maps.
Cara, foi 50-50 o jogo inteiro, né? Tá impressionante, né? 3-3, 6-6, 7-6.
Knowing the maps and the bomb site and just like
Todas as
where
fases,
to kind of go
fase inicial, primeira metade.
is
3-3,
probably the first step.
Segunda metade, 6-6. Prorrogação, 7-7.
Cara, se a gente considerar
Imagina o que vai acontecer.
Nah,
agora.
typically they've been leaving the HUD expanded for like the early parts of the round and then closing it in the later parts of the round, which is unfortunate. All right, FaZe, to not lose their map pick and go down 0-1 to Fluxo, heading to Fluxo's map pick.
E que está sendo realmente
They've got to win a top floor defense. Not a great site statistically. Top floor chalet is like
definir na hora de
pretty
dar
bad
passo,
overall.
realmente tá aparecendo-
But they do have a
tá
zombie,
aparecendo em momentos
so that
importantíssimos.
helps deal with some of the windows, which can be a big problem on this site.
Agora o resto,
It's not the worst site in the
sabe
world.
mesmo é
Like,
quem tá jogando, né? A gente não tá no
We'll
teste
see.
pra ver comunicação,
it's a
os
blitz
detalhes.
play top floor. I feel like blitz on top floor is so rare.
Vão ser realmente os dois
Might be trying to
times.
hop in like probably just running an office.
Dando a chance pro Mitrix fazer isso, alguém que tá dando cobertura e por aí vai.
Uma call certa, né? Uma informação certa pra ele pegar as eliminações.
So they can nade this guy.
Deixar claro, né? Na bala.
But he's
tá
probably
lá no
full of
25,
magnets and ADSs. Yeah, there's the ADSs. I don't see any magnets yet, but he's got to have some, right?
Tinha defesa ativa.
I don't see any magnets.
Defesa ativa mais no jogo.
Are they out of nades?
Exatamente.
Yeah, they're out of nades. He's alive. And I guess he's docked, so he could have survived it anyways.
E ele tava
Ooh,
preparado
bit of a
pra-
blunder from Fluxo.
Ele tava com a pistolinha ali na mão.
Neither of those nades got through. They used all their flashes, and they couldn't nade this guy. That's really bad.
O Souls. 40 segundinhos agora pode ser.
So
o fim
Blitz
do
is
jogo,
indeed
detalhe.
gonna run in
Pode
office.
ser
He's
o
on the
último
office balk right
avanço.
now.
Vai tentar trocar na bala.
They get the
Fica com
trade,
seu
which is
melhor.
good.
Ele ainda garante o Lukid, o Raps, duas eliminações.
They've gotten
Ele
picked all over the map now,
Blitz.
too.
Vantagem numérica pro Fluxo.
No
É a
shot.
chance deles levarem o jogo.
Oh, FaZe are getting fluxed. FaZe just got fluxed. Fluxo steal FaZe's map pick away from them. 8-7 in the best of 3.
Vence a rodada.
And we're going to Oregon. Holy shit.
Time. Deu Fluxo, retalha. 1-0 Fluxo.
Deu Fluxo.
Yeah, Blitz came in K9. I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know what the fuck that was. They all just melted in the office side. This is on EWC_PT.
Direto Vita dentro do banheiro, ali do dock da banheira. Teve que mudar a opção, foi para a estratégia do refrag. O primeiro jogador cai, mas o refrag funciona perfeitamente.
Holy shit, Fluxo are crazy.
Também acontecendo pelo escritório, que era o Blitz, eu acho que devia ter mais um jogador.
FaZe really thought they had something cooking on Chalet. They did not. That's insane. FaZe are good on Oregon, and Oregon was Fluxo's map pick. So that is a good point from chat. It's not over yet. We could see both teams trade their maps, but my god. You don't expect that from FaZe. The NA quals should have started 9 minutes ago. I think the only one being streamed is Nyx's game.
E aí tá na tabela aí na tela pra vocês.
Uh,
1-0 Fluxo, tá? Já
Nyx is
resultado
currently
atual.
offline,
7
though.
Dragons provavelmente ainda não terminaram o seu primeiro mapa. E depois, né, a gente vai ter também provavelmente informações de Team Liquid e Ninjas e Pijamas, E1 e Fúria também que estão disputando.
Unstoppable has been streaming usually too. Let me go check him out.
Team Liquid e Ninjas e Pijamas, se eu não me engano, já deve estar rolando o jogo aí. Daqui a pouco a gente tenta buscar informação e passar pra vocês também.
Exato. Daqui a pouco
Unstoppable is also offline.
Os mapas, assim que a produção acabar pedindo.
Are they just not streaming? Did Nyx tweet about it or something?
Eu vou caçar no Twitter o radinho de pilha. Provavelmente
Or maybe they're just waiting to start their stream up.
As informações são jogos decisivos, tá? Porque
Sim.
perdeu ali, tá fora tanto E1.
Nyx tweeted yesterday he would be streaming, so I think they're just waiting to start their stream. They will be on a 3-minute delay, so.
Da FaZe e Fluxo e também W7M contra BD no segundo jogo.
É isso aí. Deixa eu, já tô até
So
atualizando.
I think currently this is the only game that we can actually watch, but the next game should be starting soon.
Vamos fazer o seguinte. A gente vai pegar esse resultado e vai conversar com vocês, tá? Então, daqui a pouquinho a gente volta depois de um brevíssimo.
Let me go look at NIP's Twitter, because again, they were tweeting the game or the score from their games. So NIP won their first map against who are they playing against? Liquid? Yeah. NIP won their first game against Liquid 7-3. And they won it with their map pick, I think. Because now they're going to our map pick, it looks like they're saying. So NIP might be able to absolutely shit on Team Liquid. Meanwhile, are there any updates for Furia versus E1? I know Thunder was in chat giving updates. Ah, here's the scores for the Liquid game. Okay, map 2 is 3-2 for Liquid then. Thank you, Thunder. And Furia won map 175. I don't know why there's no music on this, but I guess I'll start my own music. Surprised Sonic's beat Diffuser? I am too. I mean, I think anytime the major world or the major champions lose, it's pretty surprising. Is anybody checking the guy who bet 5K on the NIP game? I mean, he's seemingly going to be okay. He bet on NIP, right? Oh, yeah, let's end the prediction. Did anybody bet on Fluxo in overtime? They did. Congratulations, Robert, the big winner of the channel points today. Yeah, Sonics beat Cloud9 Beast Coast. They won Cafe, lost Consulate, and then won Bank. These games were not streamed, unfortunately. We'll do a poll for map 2 for sure, but I'm going to wait for the game to start. FaZe lost map 1. If you're just tuning in, Fluxo took map 1 Chalet 8-7, which was FaZe's map pick. So now we're going to Fluxo's pick of Oregon to see how it goes. At least Skittles got around on Beast Coast. They got a map off Beast Coast. Right? In the upper bracket? Yeah. 7-0 to map 3, but... Unfortunately, the Skittles and Drip stack is out. They lost to... Who'd they lose to? I'm not seeing it, but I'm probably just dumb. Oh, yeah, they lost to JJ Blast, that's right. Which is an insane team to lose to, but... Fortunately, I mean...
On July 3rd.
Knicks is now live, but I have an ad for the Minions movie. The Knicks game hasn't started yet, though. We're gonna focus on the FaZe game, but we'll tune into the Knicks stream every now and again just to see how it's going. But currently they only have 8 in lobbies, so. And again, I think those are the only 2 games. These are the only 2 games that are being streamed. I don't think Fluffy Aimers versus SG Academy is being streamed, no. If it is being streamed, you're going to have to watch it from a player POV, and, these are the players who might be streaming it, but I don't think any of them are streaming it. Yes, we will know all of the closed qualifier teams in North America at the end of the day. So in about 6 hours. What's up, Madman? Must have missed it, sorry. Virtus.pro got the 2-0 over BDS, but now they have to play a rematch in the closed quals. Your top 17 for Outlast Trials. I will. Knicks making closed would be crazy. To be clear, Knicks making closed qualifiers means he has to beat Makers, which is already a good team, and then SSG. In back-to-back BO3s. I don't know if that's happening. The fucking stream for the Brazil quals is still literally just showing a still image with no music. This is just all they're streaming. No audio, still image between maps. And it doesn't even say the score or anything. What has happened, bro? Liquid are up 5-2. It's insane that this is how we gotta follow the Liquid game. Let's go. Liquid lost map 1 to NIP. So they're making the comeback here. Nyx's game has 9 in lobby. We're waiting on 1 guy on Makers to join up. Unstoppable is live too. Okay. Unstoppable and live and Nyx are both live. Again, we're not focusing on that game, but we'll tune in every now and again. I need that tab. Alright, the Knicks game is starting. We're going to watch this. I'll change my HUD so it's not confusing. Imagine this was a qualifying game for the fucking EWC. Alright.
Okay, so that's calm? Like, who's playing up what staircase with who?
Well, I'm playing up main.
I'll play Freezer.
So this is a BO3. The loser is out of Esports World Qual Open Quals. The loser is out of EWC Open Quals. The winner plays SSG for a spot in EWC Closed Quals for the final spot.
We just do a normal rows, like am I still red?
Yeah, I didn't change the colors.
Let me change the HUD.
Monty's up.
And we need to pray for Knicks to win. No hate to makers. I just want to be able to watch a new SSG. Liquid up 6-2. Map 2 against NIP. Huge.
Really good cave. That's our turtle.
It's going to be all 8 pro teams again? Probably.
Dead.
Probably.
Play Fenrir instead of Kid.
Okay.
With
Actually,
that ban, honestly,
play-
they're just gonna expect to drop hatches for bottom floor.
you play Tube in sight, and then let me play the Fenrir.
Okay.
Be ready for hatch drop executes for basement, because that's the whole point of the Cade ban.
Yeah, I'll put,
I think
put Fenrir in
about
the hash
Goya?
traps.
we'll go Goyo instead of Fenrir.
No, I want the Fenrir.
Believe in
Goya instead of
Knicks.
Lamar.
Yeah, I could.
Furia phased Liquid in a new W7M event.
You can go BP if you want. You can do the towel BP.
That means you're not a Fluxer. I want it to be Fluxo, E1, Black Dragons, and Liquid.
The meeting one, yeah.
That way North America has a real chance of winning another event. Because those 4 teams are not winning from Brazil, I'll tell you that.
I'm putting all the Fenrirs for the site walk. They're drawing F3.
What's up, Extra?
It went into site.
Not a cam.
Alright, Knicks versus Makers. Every single time Knicks' team plays this site, they play aggressive, roaming on the top floor. I'm not a huge fan of the way they play this site, but
I still gotta get the meeting. You got it. Thank you.
we'll see if Makers have done their homework.
Doorway secure. Instantly.
Are they running bunker side? Open up bunker.
You good, Demi?
Yeah, they have one guy bunker.
It is fired.
Super, you need to have faith.
They're in shower. Main door, they have a cap. Doorway barricaded. They shot shower cam already. They're in west side.
I believe in the Knicks' supremacy here. His teammate is dead. Okay. Zalaris is also their best player. And he is dead first. 2 Kobe Lax. Okay, okay, okay.
You may want to power this guy.
Hmm.
Can you use like a zombie green door right now? I'm gonna play aggressive.
Now Knicks is stuck top floor. He's gotten a zombie to get him out.
I'm
Am I
with
dead?
you.
I'm running away.
Huge. Knicks the GOAT. Alright, nice.
No drone, T1.
Yeah, we
What
can
did they
play
know
that.
that of?
I don't know. I killed.
It's actually really good from Knicks. They've got the Azami to get him back in. He can play aggressive for a pick.
Fenrir now, but the Fenrir is deep, LD. It's on ice.
They have a dope.
Unlocker.
They open main hatch. They're droning freezer, droning deep freeze.
Knicks has some crazy scopes for sure.
Bottom main.
Bunker's
He's gonna
open.
flame.
Demi, can we play a rebarricade bunker? Me and you?
Never mind, they're walking freezer, walking. They're gonna hack
And playing Oregon on Nomad or Nomad on Oregon base was so bad.
Bottom below, so.
Nice.
I reinforced
Keep that tube. Yo, it's reinforce as well, LD. I have your stair.
I think Knicks' team wins this round.
Freezer walker now.
4v4, really strong site setup with Fenrir gadgets, Toxic Babes, Goyo canisters, Tubarao.
I'm gonna get to Chala and play Chala.
I'm
Wait, I left my-
turning freezer Fenrir off and turning site 1 on.
Running down bunker right now.
Yo, gap is laundry.
Joining freeze. I got
I'm
laundry
out of
freeze.
tubes. I'm out of tubes. We need someone in ice. We need someone icebox.
Fuck is he doing with Nomad in the basement?
I hear a lot of people on the side. They might
Yeah,
switch
Nomad
to
on this site doesn't
Watch
make any
backside.
sense.
Nading front side.
Third.
They're being hatch drop.
Yep.
Naded
I
laundry.
have a smoke. I have a smoke on E-box.
People don't really flank late on this site.
Can you pop freezer, Goyo?
And even if they do, you can just have a drone for it. Like, it's kind of a desperation strat to flank on this site. You're in kind of a terrible spot if you're flanking.
I have another smoke.
We got main.
Freezer's in gap.
One can be main. One can walk main. I can't see main.
Drop
Drop
E-box.
E-box,
Drop
drop
E-box.
E-box. Yep.
I'm getting
Watch
spotted.
E-box side. Worry about that E-box side.
One dead. That was
One's still main.
Knicks is shooting today. 2 good headshots to start off the game.
Reinforced off.
Go to pillar.
He kind of ran to a bad spot, but
I'm tucked to towel. I'm tucked to towel.
he's a good spot now.
E-box.
One laundry.
E-box.
One E-box. Pillar double.
Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive.
Hallway.
Demi hall.
Hallway.
Knicks is
I
crazy.
didn't know he killed.
Well played.
I thought I still had the E-box guy. I saw a hallway. He just ran.
Will there be a stream for the Fox A stack? No,
Nice.
I don't believe so.
What? Actually, let's go Jesse
Good
Pinkman.
plays.
Jesse Pinkman.
Jesse
Jesse.
Pinkman.
Zo's already selling, guys.
What the fuck? Is this a strat?
All I can say, if that Doki doesn't swing pillar at that time, whoever was in freezer was dead to my deagle. I was slamming that motherfucker.
Nick saved the round. Nix was definitely the MVP that round, but
Every time.
I think it was important for Nix to get the equalizing pick top floor.
What we're holding and like what we need to hold.
But I think
Also, don't
the other
take
players
all gaps
probably
from
would have been
this
okay if
game.
Nix died in one of those fights.
Well, you were like looking back and forth, so I was like.
Would have been close.
That's because it's a power spot. I have to.
The EZ game looked like a banger yesterday against WildCard. Didn't they 2-0 him? Didn't the EZ get the 2-0 win over WildCard? Oh no, it was 2-1. My bad, my bad. And map 3 went 8-6 actually. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you. Remember, guys, we have the two.
Nick should remember to look hard left in bathroom. That was so funny, bro. Yesterday when he literally gets the call and just doesn't look.
Two Goyos addict, two Goyos on master door. LD, I think, pops the one's master door. Oh no, who's the orange? Dead.
The EZ on Twitter said it was a barn burner. Okay.
They're setting up drones for like an armory side.
Hold on.
I still have no idea what the fuck is happening on Esports World Cup right now.
Tell me if they're in your garage at all, okay?
Wait, did they start?
I'm not really gonna know per se.
Well, I just if they're like making bird below you.
Open lobby door. On my armory window, probably gonna try to clear me here.
Quick they're taking C3.
Open up big window. Big window's open. Big window's our gap right now.
I can see below it if you can watch
You
my
see
door.
below? Yeah, you're below it. I got you.
Wait, the phase game started apparently. I don't know why it wasn't showing up, but I think they just played round 1. Yeah. Okay. Weird.
Entendo atuação.
All right. Twitch.tv/Nix_R6 if you want to keep watching Nix. We're watching this game. Winner of this best of 3 makes it to Esports World Cup. This is Brazil FaZe versus Fluxo. Fluxo won map 1. Liquid won map 2. Okay, so Liquid versus NIP is going to a map 3.
O avanço também ali do Freezer. Talvez daquele ponto o Range tenha conseguido neutralizar dois jogadores, né? O Range no Zig, conseguindo encontrar dois jogadores avançando.
Yeah, the next round was getting crazy.
Ali, a gente sabe que tem visão naqueles dois lugares. E aí o Range finaliza dois. Quebra já.
We'll keep tabs on the Knicks game. We'll check it anytime this game has a break.
Terceiro jogador acompanhando essa rodada, mas essa
But something tells me these teams are going to be a little bit better at Oregon. No Nomad being brought. Top floor now, though.
E aí o Fluxo não tem controle do round. Quarto jogador, né, por fim, né, ali naquele momento o último jogador acaba chegando, mas também fora de jogada, atrasado, pega só uma eliminação, nada que gere.
Bucks spawning small tower side, so they're likely going to be opening up all of the kitchen ceiling. Might be going for a big window push then. They have Grim for it, although Thermite with the Fuse Kit is a little bit weird. This Buck Damos combo down below, Fluxo really liked on Chalet, so they're going to be trying to do the same thing here on Oregon.
Sim, mas como eu tava comentando até
Yeah, we'll run a prediction as well.
sobre relação aos recrutas dentro da área, como eles aumentam realmente
Who wins map 2, chat?
recursos, né, pro ataque.
Your choices are FaZe in regulation,
Jogadores relevantes pro
FaZe in
desenvolvimento,
OT,
e eles são realmente a evolução do
Fluxo
recruta.
in OT,
Antigamente,
or Fluxo
e
in
mira de-
regulation.
era um site.
I'll give you 2 minutes
Agora
to make
você
your
pode,
prediction.
Inclusive, até escolher a mira na arma, pô, não tem como não colocar um striker ou um sentry. Não tô nem dizendo em todas as rodadas. mas
Astro's on
sempre
Fluxo
ou
now,
outra,
yeah. I don't know where you've been,
todo mapa
Kool-Aid,
ele
but...
pode ser relevante, né?
Agora você tem a personalização 100% ali do loadout, sendo que
Sim.
são duas armas específicas, o próprio Sentry na defesa você pode trabalhar tanto com essa que ele está utilizando agora, me fugiu o nome da Submachine Gun, não é a P10 One, mas...
It is the same Astro, if that's what you're asking.
Quanto também uma Shot 12 que é 870 curta, que tem o Bench, por exemplo, mas não vale tanto a pena, porque como secundária ele já tem a 12 de curto
Alright.
ali como secundária, e é a boa, não é aquela...
I think it's still going to be a big window take. They got a lot of players over by big window right now. Although Thermite still has Diffuse Kit over by Closet. I think he's rotating over
Vamos
here.
nessa.
I don't mind Thermite just like giving up the defuse kit to somebody else, because Thermite kind of wants to play like attic or
Fecha mais uma
closet.
vez. Vai jogando com praticamente todos os jogadores próximos à área de bomba. Os jogadores da FaZe respeitando bastante aí esse ataque do fluxo.
Weird fucking play from Hashi. Just stands up next to the Kiba barrier and gets shot in the feet. Like, that's literally why the Kiba barrier is there. To kill anybody who does that, or realistically stop people from attempting it. I guess Hashi just thought it's such a weird play, I'm gonna try it, and they're not gonna expect it, but they absolutely did.
Vai com a Beehive. Do outro lado já vem o avanço do Mitrix. Consegue pegar com sucesso.
They're deep, but this guy, defuse kit is white stairs. This guy doesn't have kit. What is Mitrix doing? He's in a brilliant plant spot, but he's just trying to shoot feet. What is this push, bro? How did Fluxo pick this map? This push is abysmal. Actually fumbled that so hard. I don't know why Thermite has defuse kit white stairs. It felt like a pretty decent big window push, but then defuse kit was just like so weird, bro. I don't know what the fuck Fluxo were doing there. We might be going to a fast map 3. We might go going to a fast map 3. When did Handy get on FaZe? Like a year ago. Triple Oregon, 2 streams and mini siege. There you go. Lion was greening out. I feel like Lion thought he had defuse kit there. Because he jumped in and then he ran to the plant spot, but... You thought these guys knew how to play Oregon better than Knicks. Okay, what's the fucking Knicks game at right now? They lost round 3. So what, 2-1?
Não tinha a menor chance ali de alguém no fluxo passar. Era praticamente impossível, a FaZe estava muito fechada por ali, estava com bons ângulos e uma boa marcação. Então essa rodada ia ser bem difícil. A chance talvez era o desativador ter ido pro Mitrix, né, ou qualquer outro jogador pegar por ali e trabalhar a
Souls on the boss G. I feel like no region other than NA has really... NA and APAC jumped on the boss G very quickly. I feel like Brazil and EU were sleeping on the boss G. But now Souls has learned. Ran to the plant spot to mentally prepare for the prone swing kids. Alright, Raps does not have defuse kit this time. This is good. This is huge.
2-0 FaZe.
Ace being brought here, nothing like an Osa or a Thermite, so they're probably going to try to plant in from Garage. Which means they might not be too interested in clearing out top floor, but they definitely have to deal with Souls. Nice impact. I think that's the first set of Selmas that just got destroyed. They still opens a little bit of a hole. Okay, now they got the wall open. He's out of impacts. Souls probably could have shot those Selma charges. That could have been huge for his team, but he didn't want to risk it, I guess. Might have also just not had the timing down. Also hard when you're holding the boss G, but obviously he has a secondary.
Olhou pro lado, não viu nada. Passou pro chuveiro mais uma vez. 1 minuto e 20 agora dessa terceira rodada.
Are they going to take the time to clear through dining? That's my question. I don't think they are.
Na maldade o Soul.
I think they kind of just want to go in and plant.
Tava ativado também seu gadget aí para não ser spotado. Já desligou o celular. Pegou na C4 agora.
Starts with a Nitro and the Lukid. Okay. What are we doing, Fluxo? What's the game plan? I like that rotate. We've seen that before. It's not super common for sure. I forget where. It's been a while since I've seen that rotate be done in pro.
Viu na posição.
Jumping out kid's window and then into the kitchen window.
5 jogadores contra 4 e agora vem o drone do Lion novamente.
8-7, Fluxo one Chalet.
O tempo tá acabando. 26 segundos agora. C4 não pega. Vem pra pressão agora os jogadores. O Cyber consegue mais uma eliminação. O resto já devolve rapidamente em cima do KDS.
They have top floor, but it's really late. So they've already used all their soft breaches. Cyber immediately shits on them dropping the hatch. Yeah, GG's. This Fluxo team is actually horrible at Oregon. I cannot believe they picked this map. It actually makes no sense that Fluxo picked this map. Their pushes look really bad.
Abre o 3 a 0. 3 a 0 aí constante.
This is one of the worst map picks I think I've ever seen from a team. Who the fuck is coaching Fluxo right now?
Não teve chance nesses 3 rounds. Se a gente comparar mapa a mapa, igual no chalé, as rodadas ali.
The coach of Fluxo is Pixel.
Era no quase, no detalhe, aqui a gente já viu uma vantagem mais clara.
I think this guy threw.
No primeiro lado da equipe da FaZe Clan. Vai trabalhando pela defesa, trabalha uma C4 primeiro que funciona. Domínio vertical existe do fluxo, a FaZe também não tentou lutar, não tentou ficar brigando pela parte superior do bomb. Se você reparar no posicionamento dos jogadores, eles meio que entregaram, só deixaram ali uma opção.
I think this guy fumbled at this point. He was on Team 86. Yeah, that's what Wikipedia was saying. He has not done his research, that's for sure. I feel like it's so basic, though. Like, I don't understand how mistakes like this happen. Like, from the outside POV, it feels so dumb. I cannot believe it's, like, actually that dumb, right? Like, clearly they either thought that they saw a weakness in the way that FaZe played Oregon, either from games that were shown or from scrim results, or something, man. But, like, I don't know. It always feels very fucking weird to me as an analyst, because I just can't believe that a coach would be, like, this dumb. Clearly he had some reason for picking this, right? Tachanka pick meta. I mean, it's definitely not meta. They were hiding it in Harry Potter, so they clearly don't want to show that they're playing the Tachanka. Fluxo are playing the Monty, though. This is kind of genius from FaZe. Smoke and Tachanka, both really good operators for taking out the Monty. And then we have a fuse on Mitrix. What the fuck is the fuse for here? Maybe Fluxo or Oregon scrim beats. That's the only explanation I can think of, yeah. That's the only reason they would pick this. Is Mitrix on shield? He's got his pistol equipped right now. Oh my god, it's double shield. They're playing double shield, fucking Fuse, and Monty because Blitz is banned. And they're playing against fucking Tachanka Smoke. They're gonna get rolled. They're gonna get absolutely shit on. Unless they just sprint through the Tachanka fire, which is kind of fair. That shit does 0 damage, but we'll see. Bliss used Fuse to Util clear through the hatch. Like, what are you getting here, though? Maybe a beeper? They didn't bring any beepers. It's a pretty common spot for like a Fenrir or a Goyo, but neither of those ops were brought. All the soft ceiling on Oregon Basement, exactly. The site famous for having no soft ceilings. I mean, they have Grim and Ying. Like, when you're bringing Grim and Ying to an Oregon Basement attack, you always have a chance. But I feel like on paper, FaZe are going to slam them. They also don't have a Hibana, so they can't clear Cyber out of... Wait, they just don't know Cyber is here? What are we doing? What? Hashi literally just dropped and didn't even swing into tarps. And now Cyber gets a double kill because of it. Bro, Fluxo are horrible. What is going on? Why did they pick Oregon, bro? You can't play this map. Bro, this is bad. Third map is Sky. It's in the top right, yeah. I'm not letting them cook. This is... I'm done letting them cook. The kitchen is on fire. The kitchen is on fire. They're done cooking. We're moving on to map 3 at this point. Holy shit. This is really, really rocky.
porque
This
mesmo
puts
com o
into
Fluxo
perspective how bad FaZe are on
melhor
Chalet.
do mapa,
I mean, I don't think Fluxo were bad at Chalet. Their defensive half started really bad, but they kind of figured it out towards the end. I don't know, bro.
na virada de lado quando você vai
Maybe they
trabalhar,
picked it for
é,
defense
até
easy
a
8-6.
defesa
They still gotta
tá
win an
muito
attack
alta,
to win an
mas tá
8-6.
defendendo
They
também
could
com
win
a
8-7 though. They should get
interessante é o resultado
defensive
mais padrãozinho
overtime start.
ali. Vamos aguardar também
Because they picked the map, so they should choose their starting side in OT.
para atualizar você que tá aí acompanhando no chat, mas sim, eu acho que foi meio que um stomp ali nesses dois. É, o da Liquid já tá confirmado que foi um 7-2, então é um stomp no segundo mapa, que leva 1-1. E o da Fúria, pra ter terminado tão rápido assim, deu, ó, entre o anúncio, cara, deu uns 30,
That's what I'm
40
saying,
minutos entre o
Hybrid. Like,
anúncio
what?
fim do jogo e
Liquid up 2-0. Thunder, do you know the map and what side Liquid are starting on?
Doideira, rapaz.
porra,
Knicks up 3-2 defending Oregon. Okay. That's not great, to be honest, but that's okay. It's not bad.
Vamos nessa.
Do you know what the map is, Thunder? For Liquid versus NIP, map 3? And what side Liquid is on?
Cara, Oregon, eis a questão, o que começar fazendo?
I could just look it up, I
Pra
guess.
todo mundo, né, quem escolhe o mapa não escolhe o lado. Então, FaZe escolheu começar defendendo, já que o mapa é do Fluxo.
Cafe. Okay, if Liquid are up 2-0 Cafe defense, that's not too bad.
Tem um RT aqui na
NIP still have a shot.
Exato, tô vendo aqui os resultados.
They're running double shield again?
Já
What?
fizeram logo, né?
Fluxo, you do not have two separate double shield strats for Oregon basement and top floor. Now they're playing against a fucking Clash, too.
Vamos continuar agora acompanhando esse jogo entre FaZe e Fluxo 4-0.
They've got literally Sentry on the Gridlock LMG. What are we
Então, olha o
doing?
Striker mais uma vez aí
What
no
are we
ataque.
doing? Or not Sentry, Striker. What are we doing? Are they like... Did they bet on FaZe Clan? I'm so confused.
Vem pra esse avanço,
They tossed
ela
two
fez
Yings
o
on
gol,
a Warden.
estrago,
What are we
surpreendeu o Warden,
doing,
mas
bro?
Saber também consegue
Fluxo!
avançar, o Kit consegue devolver
What
pra
is
cima do
going
Souls,
on?
Vai pra briga ainda no Lobo. Vai ficando cada vez mais difícil agora pra esse avanço com o Fluxo. Na maldade.
This might be the
já
worst
posição,
Oregon
câmera
attacking
fixa,
half I've
retorna,
ever seen in my
sabe
life,
que
bro.
podia acabar sendo
I'm
denunciado
so
por essa
lost.
câmera. E faz
Not
uma
as lost as
posição.
Fluxo, but like I'm very confused.
Pega na bala, Luquid!
Lukid manifests an even man count.
3 jogadores contra 3.
But they still gotta play up against a Clash with two shields up.
Como não tem um blitz, ele vai
Or
ficar
one
no
shield, I
nesse-
guess.
nesse-
Clash is holding Diffuse Kit.
Não, montanha não.
They just have another player holding the game's
Tá
door.
vendo o cara do-
They still have an Azami up as well.
que o Asco tinha caído ali. É.
Fuse tá de escudo.
And you've lost your execute operator in Ying. And you have no more flashes, no more nades. You do have smokes.
Entendeu?
Esse mapa do escudo aí já não é de agora, né? Já viu ele crescer
No, you
no-
don't have
no Major
smokes.
de Manchester.
No, I think Hashi has smokes. No, the HUD is just wrong in the top right. They're out of smokes. Cool.
Opa! Abriu a portinha ali o jogador do time da FaZe, Natália.
How the fuck does this win? How did that work, bro? I'm lost.
Ah, do Matrix! Que é isso, meus amigos? Olha o fluxo aí, agora voltando pro mapa ótimo.
I don't know, man. I have no answers. I have no answers.
Essa eliminação do-
This
do
game is
Asco
so
muito
goofy,
importante,
bro.
cara. No pixelzinho ali é um vacilo do jogador da FaZe.
Liquid are up 2 on
Tem espaço,
attack.
né,
Oh.
com a segurança, você tem até
Exatamente.
uma Clash segurando mais ou menos o posicionamento, não tava fechado.
I'm gonna just scratch that round. That round, I'm just gonna pretend it didn't happen. Because it's not gonna compute in my brain.
Do jogador. Isso deu espaço
And it's still
porque
4-1
precisava
phase. It's not gonna matter in the long run.
O início um pouquinho desorganizado e desincronizado. A gente viu que o fluxo não conseguiu pressionar como eles queriam pro ataque rápido.
Charity from FaZe giving to the less fortunate. That might be the best, the most reasonable answer.
O avanço era em conjunto com uma
They're going back to top floor with the same Clash setup. I wonder if Mitrix is going back to the fucking Fuse. It looks like he's not.
e girar um pouquinho.
But they do have the Monty still.
Quem tava fazendo o avanço do cinza inverteu, foi trabalhar, né, o Luquid foi trabalhar pelo
Ace and Lion.
limpou inclusive um dos jogadores do Arsenal. Esse reposicionamento do Luquid é importante pro Fuse,
Nope, there's
porque
the Fuse.
do quarto pra
Nope,
baixo,
back to the Doke. Alright.
que eles abriram o caminho pro finalzinho do round. E antes quem tinha garantido pelo menos que ninguém ia importunar ali no no quarto.
My
Foi
job to have
um
answers? Not for this game.
posicionamento, eliminando, né, o
Are
jogador.
we watching NA games
Essa
tonight?
posição do
The
Arsenal
only
tá
NA
nos
game
passagens,
being
né,
played
corrida
is
que
the
vai
is the
buscar,
Knicks
até
game.
se a gente considerar,
Um,
esse
and we're
corredor
checking in from time to
do
time, but we're not
Arsenal.
watching it.
E também, se tiver algum avanço do quarto,
This HUD is so
seria
bad,
essencial
Super.
pro ataque
The
do
more I watch it,
Arsenal.
the less I like it.
Ele com
When
algum
it first was
jogador
announced, I was like, yeah, it's different, but like it's pretty much the same. I don't really have too many thoughts.
uma bala,
But like the more you watch it, the more you realize it's just like random weird shit that's like missing or hard to view or just like annoying to spectate. It's so bad.
Vamos nessa. E agora eu
But yes, those are the bans.
então, na verdade, os jogos que estão sendo feitos sem transmissão começou tudo ao mesmo tempo mesmo, né? Porque aquela
sim,
tabelinha
sim.
que a gente tinha recebido programado tinha o jogo da Fúria só de noite, né? Às 21,
Tava-
né? Mas não, já botaram
Apparently,
tudo
Ubisoft did consult some of the casters on the HUD. I was not approached or asked for feedback about the HUD.
tá programado pra 21, né?
But from what I understand, the feedback that the casters gave didn't really
Mas
manifest.
só é
Like,
18 tudo, todos os jogos.
there were pretty much no changes from what I can understand between
E Black Dragons.
the final product of the HUD and what the casters were shown and given feedback
Deu
on.
Fúria, tinha Liquid e NiP, 18 e 18, exatamente. É isso mesmo. Era só W7MBD mesmo de 21. Doideira.
Alright, we're back to Monty top floor, which in general, just like,
É isso
this
mesmo.
is not a good sight for Monty.
Terminando o Liquid e NiP, só vai
Sometimes
faltar
you see a
W7MBD.
Monty coming in through Master and then planting on like the hard floor. If you've got like good addict
Fúria já
control,
venceu,
I've seen
E
that.
agora só falta o resultado de Liquid e NiP. Então a Fúria tá na lower bracket lá, aguardando o jogo.
FaZe do love Clash on this site though. FaZe used Clash on this site during SI, and they put it like in the closet
WCMBD, então, né?
to try to help the trophy player.
Vai 2.1.
They're not doing that this time, obviously, but
Não, é.
it was a cool strat when they brought it out. People have kind of figured it out though. They found
Que
counters to it.
a Fluxo fez, então. Então a Fúria vai tá aguardando o resultado desse jogo aí. Ou impressão minha. Não.
Thoughts on Bisco's dropping a map to Yardi?
Não.
It won't matter in the long run, but it's very funny.
Pronto, é isso aí, ó. Fúria aguarda o jogo da W7M e BD.
Monty is almost dead. Monty is literally 5 HP. What is going on to Monty right now?
Ou fez,
Is
tá?
he literally just being zapped to death?
Não, tá aqui, ó. 2.1.
He might have eaten an impact as well.
O 2.1 é esse que a gente tá fazendo agora.
Então, mas foi o que eu acabei de falar. Esse jogo aí vai definir o adversário entre Liquid e NiP.
Não, entre Fúria e One.
Mas a Fúria e o One é 2.2 de ataque. Olha lá.
Monty is dead. 10 seconds. They are in with the defuse kit, I guess. They're planting.
São 3 jogadores contra 2
Dude,
agora.
how the fuck?
São Fúria.
Oh my god,
Dois
Fluxo.
time
These
três.
pushes
Vai
need to be
rolar,
studied,
vai
man.
virada de lado.
I wish we had better top-down POV, and I wish we could actually have the expanded HUD.
Com emoção, é isso.
But I guess it's a big window take. They found their picks through big window and through white.
Pause tático perfeitamente convertido pelo Fluxo.
Alright.
Pause tático no 4-0, falou, opa, calma lá, vamos acertar a nossa casa.
This
Fizeram
game's
os jogos
very
deles,
fucking
agora
weird.
existe sim
Very
uma
fucking
recuperação
weird.
E até mesmo virada aí de lado. Vamos ver a FaZe nos ataques, mas só ali do chaveamento, Melik, que eu tô aqui, ó. A gente tem o jogo da E1 e Fúria, tá? Aí você puxa a chavezinha.
Fluxo are not the worst team in Brazil, but on Oregon they might be. Just based on this game, oh boy.
Tá. É que eu tava olhando só em cima. LB
Só em cima.
I mean, really with this game, we're focusing a lot on like what's happening around Master side, but they're just doing a good job of like getting into big window, getting picks, and getting the plant down. Like their weird shit with the shields generally aren't working that well, but in that round, the fundamentals around big window got it done. They got their picks. I feel like the Azami should be doing more work for FaZe than it was in that round.
Enfrentar ou o Fluxo ou a FaZe. Isso aí.
What's up, Flynn?
O Fluxo agora vai recuperar o jogo, já tá? Vai pra
Do jeito
virada.
que foi do jeito que foi outro mapa, é possível, hein? Esse mapa ainda mais um Oregonzinho, a gente pode considerar aí umas 2 rodadas.
No, this is food. This is beans. Someone put beans inside the computer.
Tardis with the gift. Thank you very much, Tardis.
Não que elas vão ser
What's up,
rodadas, né, em sequência, porque não pode, tem que ter um intervalo das outras. Mas eu acho que é perfeitamente possível um empate.
Será que consigo botar link no chat?
They put a Meister cam in kids on a basement defense.
Funciona?
Yes, they did.
No bot?
And they're not even committing to the Rome top floor.
Não?
Não, colocou só asterisco.
I have seen teams put like bulletproofs up there before. Especially if you are going to be roaming that way. Like, that's a very useful,
4 a 2,
in
então,
kids,
FaZe contra o
though.
Fluxo.
I mean, it's fine.
1,56.
There are a lot of really good... They have no other bulletproofs, though.
Primeiro bomb site escolhido, aquele bomb site realmente mais difícil pro ataque.
I guess as long as they still have the other 2 bubbles in sight, it's fine. Because you do have 3 bubbles now, so you can put, like... 1 watching the tower stairs, 1 watching freezer from laundry, so, like... That's kind of really the main ones you need. I guess the third one, there's no spot that's, like, crazy powerful in the basement. So why not throw it top floor in case a roamer wants to stick around?
Nesse jogo especificamente não teve vitória.
Yeah. When he was cycling through them, looks like 1 is supply, 1 is laundry, so I think those are in the right spots. They've castled off bunker.
Cyber de olho nesse sapão.
I haven't even seen where these castles are. 1 was bunker, the others...
Tenta fazer
Again, if you're not using them to, like, try to hold on to meeting, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with castle here.
minutinho pra acabar
Maybe
o round.
castling off E-box.
Vamos ver se a FaZe vai conseguir abrir a vantagem de novo.
But
Assim
no.
como foi no primeiro mapa.
He only used 3 castle barricades. 1 was bunker door. I don't know where the other 2 went.
Novamente, vem pra avançar pelo bunker. Todo mundo cego. Ninguém enxerga nada. Na visão aérea você vai ver
Nice shot from Luka, though. And he gets 2, including defuse kit. They're making so many fucking weird-ass calls in terms of their, like, utility and positioning, but they are gunning like crazy. They are just aiming different their way out of these rounds. It's still not over yet, but it looks good for